Today is January 24th, 2026. I received the shocking news of ICE committing murder in Minnesota, an event that occurred just one day after a protest walkout against the agency. This disturbing information reached me as I was navigating my Saturday activities and preparing for a major snowstorm expected to halt services in my area. This is going to be a tough one. Strap in. The brutal execution of Alex Pretti by federal agents in Minneapolis marks a chilling new low in the abuse of state power. His death, committed in broad daylight, exposes the calculated lies and systemic violence now commonplace within government agencies that operate with absolute impunity. The chain of events leading to Mr. Pretti's murder began not with aggression, but with an act of simple human decency. He intervened when he witnessed several federal agents violently shove a woman. For this act of daring to stand up to unwarranted state aggression, he was immediately targeted. Agents reacted with disproportionate and savage force, first blinding him with pepper spray, and then proceeding to administer a sustained, vicious beating that continued until his body gave out and he collapsed to the ground. The transition from assault to execution was instantaneous and cold-blooded. While Mr. Pretti was on his knees, hands on the ground, clearly beaten, offering zero resistance, and simply existing in a state of defeat, agents escalated their attack. They pistol-whipped a man who was already subdued. Then, they manufactured their pretense for the final act. Agents seized a legally carried firearm from his waistband, a weapon Mr. Pretti never once reached for or touched before opening fire. The initial shots were fatal, yet even as he lay motionless on the pavement, his life extinguished. The agents displayed a depravity that shocks the conscience, firing 9 additional bullets into his already dead body. This was not a use of force. It was an atrocity. As has become the tragically familiar pattern, the government immediately initiated a campaign of misinformation to justify their murder. Within hours, the narrative was crafted and disseminated. They labeled Alex Pretti a criminal illegal alien with a string of violent offenses. This narrative, designed to condition the public into tolerating his death, was a provable malicious fabrication. Now, the late Alex Pretti was an American citizen, far from being a hardened criminal. He was a dedicated public servant, a nurse at the VA hospital, where he spent his life caring for veterans who served in Vietnam and Iraq, the very troops the government hypocritically claims to support. His criminal record consisted solely of minor traffic tickets. He was executed in broad daylight on an American street, and his subsequent lives were nothing more than a cynical attempt to erase his identity and make his murder palatable to a desensitized public. This execution is not an isolated incident, but part of an alarming, escalating pattern of lethal force by federal agents in Minneapolis. This is the 3rd federal agent shooting in Minneapolis in 3 weeks. The previous victims include a woman named Renee Good and a Venezuelan man who was shot in the leg, narrowly escaping a similar fate. Alex Pretti, a legal gun owner and a VA nurse who dedicated his life to supporting our troops, laid dead at 26th and Nicollet. The very government that campaigns relentlessly on the slogan of support our troops shot a man who actually supported them 9 times while he was on the ground, defenseless. Following the incident, concerned people began to crowd the area. In response to the additional unwanted attention, ICE deployed tear gas against the people gathered. Local businesses reacted by offering shelter from the airborne irritants. This constitutes an open act of war by our government against its own citizens. The public must not accept demonstrable lies and cover-up orchestrated by the Trump administration regarding this event. The truth is simple and damning. Alex Pretti was murdered by the state for daring to be a good Samaritan. His death must be a catalyst for demanding accountability for the rampant violence and institutionalized deception of federal agencies. My anger is undeniable. My message to ICE is direct and unequivocal. You are bigots and cowards. You are unwelcome everywhere. When your day of judgment arrives, we will show you no mercy. Fuck you. And if you support ICE, their heinous atrocities, their incompetence, and their overt bigotry, you are just as contemptible. Go fuck yourself. The legendary civil rights leader, John Lewis, said, "Freedom is not a state. It is an act. It is not some enchanted garden perched high on a distant plateau where we can finally sit down and rest. Freedom is a continuous action we all must take, and each generation must do its part to create an even more fair, more just society." You can expect my regularly scheduled post on Monday morning as usual. That's all right now. Until next time, remember, silence is compliance. Your voice is vital. Stand up, speak out, strike back. They don't know what they started. If you appreciate this content, please like, share, and subscribe. For updates, ring the bell. Your support truly helps the channel.